Sixers fans, welcome back to the show. My name is Lawrence Arnell. This is Sixers City. Thank you for joining me. If you guys wouldn't mind just hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button, I'm hoping you're enjoying the content, and I hope I'm not making an unreasonable request. But if you guys hit the like button, it will spark for the algorithm to suggest this content to more viewers. Okay, I really appreciate that, and I hope I make it worth your while. But today, I want to have a conversation about what is widely agreed upon as the most important factor going into this season in actually helping the Sixers make the leap. Right? We know Daryl Morey has had his foot in the stew. He has been stirring the pot. He has cooked up a recipe, and he has succeeded in his plan. I have not, in my lifetime as a Sixers fan, seen the team make such a leap in personnel, talent-wise, since I've really been watching the game. The closest we've come to this as far as actual firepower on this team is the year we picked up Jimmy Butler mid-season, and Ben Simmons was actually still playing basketball, and the Sixers looked really good. Obviously, things didn't quite pan out for us that season, but it wasn't for lack of talent. Okay, it was not for lack of talent. And this year, we've got the talent. We have made extraordinary pickups. We probably made the single greatest pickup of the all season by grabbing Paul George. Paul George, the Clippers let him walk. That team, for as much as we may get frustrated with our team and the way the Sixers are managed and have been managed over the years, these guys are light years beyond the actual criminal undertaking that is happening in the front office for the Clippers. The Clippers are facing absolute incompetence in the way that they're running their team. They let Paul George go for nothing. And this is a guy who was an all-star last year, who had probably his best season in the past few seasons. And we managed to get him. We got him. Daryl Morey set his sights on him early. We all had our doubts about it, but we got him now. We know he actually looks good, and he seems focused. He actually seems really happy to be here. I'm sure he would love to be closer to home or somewhere where he ain't got to pay income taxes, but he's here. And it sounds like he's ready to play. He's playing nice with his teammates. He's had Tyrese Maxey on his podcast. He's had Jared McCain on his podcast most recently, and maybe we'll do a show about that. We'll talk about Podcast P and his antics and the conversations he's had with his teammates. But it seems like he's on the right page as a teammate, like he actually has his head in the right place. He's a very easy to play with kind of guy. You can just kind of plug him in, and he knows to just kind of get in where he fits in. But we picked up Paul George. We picked up Andre Drummond, Reggie Jackson. We even went shopping overseas, right? We went to the Louis Vuitton store. We brought back Gershon Yabusele. We really did pick up these pieces, but I think that the most important factor, the most important thing about the pieces that we've picked up is, can the Sixers stay healthy? Can these guys stay healthy, right? It doesn't matter who we get if come postseason, everybody's running around on one leg. You know, guys are suffering from concussions and things of that nature and can't be on the floor. And I think what we're going to have to do this season is the most frowned upon, right? The most four-letter word method of making sure that your team gets to the postseason. And speaking of Paul George and coming from the Clippers, we're going to have to Kawhi Leonard our way through the season. We're going to have to load manage, okay? In order to actually get all of these guys across the finish line and stand a chance of actually getting past the first round, I know, I hate it too. It makes me sick, but we're going to have to load manage. We're going to have to find a way to get all these guys through the season, and it may mean that we don't have like an MVP, right? But maybe we're like on the borderline. But I got some stats up here, okay? I got some stats up here. These are the 2024 games played. This is from ESPN.com. Games played 2024. The last season. Paul George played 74 games last year, started all 74 games. Now that for Paul George is absolutely incredible. That is the most games he has started and played in since 2019 with OKC, or his time with OKC, period. His second to last season in Indiana, he played 81 games. Paul George playing 74 games last year is almost a miracle. That is almost a miracle. Now, if we can get him to replicate that this season, that would be phenomenal. Okay? That would be absolutely incredible if we can get Paul George for 2 seasons in a row to play over 70 games. Okay? Last season, Tyrese Maxey. Last season, this was his 4th season, 70 games. Try this on for size. Paul George played more games last year than Tyrese Maxey. Paul George in his, his 85th season, his 13th season or something like that, he played more games than Tyrese Maxey last year. And we know Tyrese had an issue with later in the season with the concussion. He had hit his head at one point, missed a couple of games or missed a game or something like that. He was in and out with the concussion. But 70 games for Tyrese last year. This is actually, we're going to go here to Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin in his 5th season. 64 games. 64 games. Season before that, 71 games for Miami. 2023, is that the year they went to the finals? They went to the finals in 2023. The year they went to the finals, 71 games. But try this on for size. Last year, Paul George played more games than Caleb Martin. Now, I'm not saying I don't believe in miracles, all right? I'm a God-fearing man. I believe in miracles. We're going to need the miracle of Paul George replicating last season, possibly. Maybe we won't, okay? Maybe we don't need Paul George to replicate 74 games like he did last year. Maybe we don't need that. But last year, this is the real stinger. Joel Embiid, 39 games, did not even qualify for MVP consideration. 39 games because he got hurt so bad mid-season. He was on pace for a repeat as MVP. He was doing legendary things. I mean, this guy was dropping 30, 35 in 3 quarters. He was setting the NBA record for points scored, in the minutes played, something like that. Most points per minute. Until he got hurt, okay? 39 games. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get some of these guys on the floor, right? We're going to have to spread the ball around between Reggie Jackson and some of the other guards. We have a lot of guards on this team. We're a very guard-heavy team. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to keep Tyrese Maxey healthy. Small forwards, we got a lot of help in that area. Our wings, Kelly Oubre Jr. I think Ricky Council IV is going to be a huge component in keeping our wings healthy because he is young, and this seems like a year for him to make a big leap. He definitely stepped up to the plate in the summer league, and toward the end of the year last year, he was having it. I think that the single biggest factor in keeping this team as healthy as we need them to be to move into the past the second round is going to be keeping Joel Embiid happy. And I think the secret to keeping Joel Embiid happy is a strong season at backup from Andre Drummond. Now, Philadelphia loves Andre Drummond. I got to admit, I really wasn't paying much attention at the time when he was here. He was here 21, 22. I wasn't really paying attention. But apparently he played 49 games that season. It looks like Andre Drummond might be the only person who played more games than Paul George last year. Andre Drummond played 79 games for the Chicago Bulls last year. He only started 10, but he played in 79 games last year. He averaged 9 rebounds a game. This guy grabs the ball. We don't need him to score a bunch of points. Even if there's a situation where Joel is not available to us, we don't really need Andre Drummond to come in the game and drop 30. We don't need Andre Drummond out there trying to drop 20. We just need him grabbing 9 rebounds a game. And we need him healthy to be there when Joel can't be there. If we can keep our wings healthy, I have no question that we can keep Tyrese healthy. I think that between KJ Martin and Ricky Council IV, I think we can keep our wings healthy, backing up Paul George and Caleb Martin. I believe that between Andre Drummond and, quite frankly, Gershon Yabusele, I think we can keep Joel Embiid healthy. And if we can keep the process healthy, apparently we only need him 3/4 of the game anyway, right? So I think that Andre Drummond is going to be the real secret to our team getting past the second round. Quite frankly, getting past the first round this year that was tough. That was hard to live through. But I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, all right? Get down in the comments, leave me a comment. Again, please, if you don't mind, like the video, share the video, let people know we here. We talking about the Sixers all off season. We're gearing up for the season. We're going to be watching we're going to be doing post-game videos, discussing what we see while we're playing. I'm going to be outside because as much as I enjoy not having to leave the house to do this thing that I love, which is talking to you all about our Sixers, I think, why not do this outside? Why not go down to the stadiums? Why not film these outside while the games are letting out? Why not do this from the parking lot? Like, whatever. You know what I mean? But we'll see. I'll see y'all at the games. I'll see y'all after the games. I'll see y'all right here on Sixers City. So thanks for joining me. Do yourself a favor. Get close to God. And whatever you do, do good first. Peace.